thought we should have. We were in a position where, you'd like to think you could close a game out, particularly with a man down, but and against a team with a man down. But we've seen it before, where teams lift, and they did. They lifted, and we probably come up with a few decision-making plays that really cost us. I think some decisions and a little bit of impatience. I think we just didn't handle some of our attacking plays the way we needed to, particularly when they went with a man down. Instead of sticking with what we'd been doing, we tried to go around them and we tried to kick early, and even when we were finishing our sets, we've given penalties away to give them cheap field position, to play off the back of. I thought when we completed our sets in the right ways, they struggled to get out of their own area, but when we gave them some penalties, they looked good. I've got to commend Wigan as well and their efforts. I thought some of their defensive stuff on the try line, their own try line, when they went a man down, was fantastic. I also thought the other area that they hurt us was with some of their late offloads. A couple of their key players, we didn't do a good enough job on some of their key players with their offload. We're going to rue, some opportunities or some decisions that we're going to, that we made, and when we review that game, and it's going to be some hard watching, but some hard lessons as well. But hopefully that'll help us for some of the big games ahead. Carried away and heat of the moment, I'd suggest. Sometimes you don't have to win a game twice. And I think, while you commend players for wanting to go on with things and keep playing, I thought we went away from some of what we were trying to do. If it had been by trying to do, if our plan had been different and we were trying to do something a little bit out of the norm, and that's what we were doing. That's rather than sticking with what was working. We had a blueprint there. There was some, even I thought up until half time, I was a bit disappointed to let that soft try in just before half time, where Sam forged his way through 3 or 4 players when we were a man down at that stage, which I thought there were some big decisions in that game. Oh wow, some really big decisions, some made by the players and some made by the officials. Big decisions. They can have an effect. We saw a big decision last night. Wow, that had an effect on that game too. Listen, I'm not making excuses about our performance. We take ownership of our performance there. We didn't execute or finish off in the way that we needed to. Absolutely our fault, that. But there were some big moments in that game that I thought were harsh. The players were feeling pretty good out there, all of them. Not many of them needed a break throughout the game. I thought they put in a huge effort and looked pretty sharp for most of it. But it was more some of the decisions of when to go laterally and when to kick the ball, and then probably at the end of a couple of the sets, I thought we just gave some cheap opportunities away to Wigan to get away from, let them out of the pressure pot, and it really cost us.